Hello everyone, emmy-lou here. Today I want to show you how to draw a Roman or Greek Roman kind of warrior, if you like. It's going to be a man and he's going to have one of those wreaths on his head. It's like a sign of victory, so he's won a battle. So we're going to draw that. So it's basically a portrait. It's mostly a face and we're going to do a bit of an upper body. So let's go. All you're going to need is a portrait paper. So do it up that way, don't do it the other way, landscape. And I'm going to use a pen, but obviously you can use a pencil. And then we can go over it in pen if you like. Just have a look outside the window and it's a pink sky, which looks so cool. Okay, right, all you have to do is think about how big your paper is and really lightly with the pencil, just draw like an egg shape. So if your paper's quite big, you're going to do the face big or the egg shape big, and if your paper's quite small you do it a bit smaller. So you just want to make sure you're leaving enough gap but you're not doing it tiny. Then we're going to do a neck, so just two lines coming down. It always reminds me of a lollipop. And then we're going to just do something that's going to help us work out where the eyes are and the nose. So we're just going to go across and down. I don't know if you can see, but I'm not doing it right in the middle because the face is slanted, so the face is directed in a different way. So it's looking over there, it's not right in the middle, he's not looking straight on. So I'm just going to do maybe a line there for the nose and a line there for the mouth. So just add that in. You don't have to add it in, but it's easier if you do. Then I want to just draw, you could draw any clothing, but I kind of want to do a really cool kind of almost like a robe, but not. So we're going to go line. I don't know if you can see it. It's quite nice to do a little roundy bit. And then down. Then reminds me of a snake and I don't know why. And then it's quite nice to do a bit wobbly. So it's a shoulder and then a shoulder there. It's quite nice to do it a little bit wobbly because if you do it straight, it just looks a bit like a robot, which maybe you want it to look like a robot. And then you're going to do a line there and a line there. And what I want to do is, he's got armour almost underneath. It's like a decoration. So we're just going to do a line there, and it's up to you. You could literally draw whatever the project lends itself to. So if you've been on a school trip and you've seen the Romans, then you'll see all the little things that they wear. So you could do that or just make it up, just do it how you want. Oh, I've just realised you can't see that very well, can you? There we go, there we go. So it almost looks like a life raft. It's like or a polo. It's just a circle inside a circle. And then I've got some, I think they're like almost tassels, but not, coming down with circles there. So try and find out maybe what they actually wear, because you could pretty much copy what they wear, or feel free to just make it up really. It depends what the project is and it depends what you want it to look like. And then what we want to do is concentrate on the face. I never used to like drawing faces when I was at school, but now I quite like them. So we're going to do, right, we're going to start with, if the mouth is there, I want to do a chin that's flat. Because it's a man, I want to make it look quite chiselled. So flat, up, I'm going to do it dark so you can see my lines. Up, and then what I'm going to do is straight, and up here, straight. I don't want to do the head too large because there's no need, because I'm going to do an ear and a hair. So can you see I've kind of made it quite small, but you can make it bigger if you want, it's up to you. I'm going to do some ears, and then if you go across, float the pencil instead of the brush, you've got another ear. And then where this is where your eyes are going to go. So you could just literally, I kind of want to just, I don't know, I want them to look not too tired, but more manly, because the thing is, if I draw them with eyelashes and things like that, it tends to look more like a woman. And it doesn't matter, you can add all of that if you prefer. I'm trying to go for a typical kind of Roman face if possible. And then we want a big nose. I think I kind of have a Roman nose, I'm sure my dad does. So we're going to go. Just keep it simple. And then the mouth, literally don't worry about the lips. You don't have to have lips, you could literally just do it straight. It's up to you. See how you feel, because you might think, don't like the way it looks. And then we could do some nostrils if you like. Don't really need to worry too much. Okay, now we're going to do the hairline. Obviously pause this video if it's going too fast, but we want to do the hairline that goes... It's quite nice to do it like round the ear. Now, you've already got the guideline, so you don't need to worry about making a guideline, but where this line is, we can use that as the wreath around the head. So we can do this, ignore that, and you're just going to maybe start there. You see what I'm doing? It's like that. And then this side, we can just do it coming out a little bit more. It can stop there if you like. So that's the wreath. We can do a line there if it looks more realistic. Just trying to check my... Yeah, I quite like that. If you feel that the head needs to be higher, you can just make it higher. So I'm going to just... Might do that. But I'm going to just... Do you know what? I'm going to just keep adding more. I'm going to add... Or take away, should I say, this line. So I'm rubbing this out because I don't want to confuse you. Tipex just went everywhere. And I'm going to have to take these lines off. So you rub those out, you don't need those anymore. Goodbye, little line. Guidelines are really helpful, but you don't really want to keep them in unless they're super light and you don't really need to worry as much. That's why it's great to use a pencil and just don't press too hard. Right, so now I'm going to get, you can colour it in whatever you like. I'm going to use some oil pastels. Ta-da! Can you see how they're kind of messy, aren't they? Any skin colour you like. It's quite nice to do a light one because then you can show all the features. If you want to do a dark one, we need to put light lines on top. So that might be nice, that one there. Can you see it? It's like a caramel's quite nice actually. I'm just going to do a basic peachy colour, which isn't really my skin colour because mine's probably, I do think it's a bit more darker, but I don't know. So use anything. You can use watercolour pencil. I'm just using oil pastel because I haven't used it for a while. Because it's so light, this is what I mean by the light. Because it's so light, I don't have to be so careful with where I'm colouring because I can still see my lines underneath. But if you use a darker colour, you've got to be very accurate and then you might lose the nose. So you decide what you would like to do because whatever you do, it'll still look awesome. Just got to be mindful that it needs to be coloured in super carefully. Okay, so there's the skin colour of the Roman man. Greek man. Right, we're going to do a little bit of shading. So if you've done it dark, the skin, do the shading with the light colour. So you'd have to get white and start to sort of put the lines in and stuff. But because I've got a dark brown now, I'm going to kind of go round. You don't have to do this. You could do blonde hair and blonde eyebrows, you know, like yellow. But I'm just going to see what this does. It's almost cartoony, isn't it? But not. The lips aren't going to be pink. We'll just do them brown. Now, depending on how much detail you want, you could do shadow. So if you've done a dark brown face, you could do black shadow. So anything that's darker than brown, really. Just going to put some shadow here and there, but nothing major. even put a beard, couldn't you? That'd be kind of cool. Okay, right, now because I've done the eyebrows brown, I kind of need to do the hair brown. Wouldn't mind doing it yellow, but let's just do it brown. You can choose any colours you like. I'm just showing you roughly what it's going to look like in the end. It's like chocolate cake, the brown, it's delicious. Just can't eat it, obviously. I don't know if you've seen something that I've actually forgotten to do. Can you see it? Because I've just seen it. Can you guess? It is the ears. I forgot the ears. So whatever colour hair, whatever colour skin you do, make sure you do the ears because I forgot about that. Right, so there's my hair. Pupils in the eyes black. So maybe just add those. You could have green eyes, whatever you like. It's always good to have some white in the eye because it makes it look quite realistic. Just do it now. You could do it with white paint. Just gonna check my one. He looks like a friend of mine, which is quite funny. He actually looks like someone I know. Okay, now it's green this bit, but how cool would it be to do one dark green, just to go in here and there, just dotted, and then one light green, because then it just looks a bit different, because otherwise you're going to have all the same greens and it can just look a bit like, doesn't look as exciting. I might move it nearer because it's quite far away, isn't it? There we go, look at that. Just have to go up a bit. There we go. Right. Okay, guys. I don't know about you. I feel like he needs more of a head. Yeah, I prefer that. It's interesting. I needed him to have more hair. So you can put more hair if you like. Right, costume. I mean, most of the Romans would be red. So hang on, I'm just going to get some colours. I want red, yellow, maybe a bit of brown again. I'm going to get red, yellow and, can you see that? Oh man, it's quite tricky, isn't it? It's like a red, a yellow and a sandy colour. Because all of this is literally red. I'm using oil pastel still. And what I'm doing, you don't have to do this. What I'm doing, and what I was doing, because I was holding it from the side like that, kind of looks quite good because it creates some texture. And where you've got the bits that you want it to look folded, you could do it really chunky there. Do you know what I mean? Like that. So you've got these bits and then these bits there. It looks more realistic. I've done that super fast, so you might want to do the video again, but I go back and everything and look. But then we're going to do, let's find a nice yellow because I've got a tiny yellow here. Can you see? I am going to do this bit yellow. If you've lost all the lines and you can't see, just go over it with pencil, because if I get my pencil now, I could literally draw into my picture and the oil pastel lifts. You can see my oil pastel just goes away. So go around everything to make it stand out if you want with a nice black pencil. Just a lead pencil's fine. Ooh. Then I'm gonna do, I suppose this could be grey as well, or a darker brown. I quite like it like this. Ta-da! And because I drew it in Sharpie, I don't need to outline it, but I definitely would say outline it because it kind of looks really cool. You could even just smudge that a bit more if you want. It's a big area to smudge. It's called blending, but that's what it almost is, isn't it? Just smudging it there. Whew. There we go. So all you need to do is, I mean, it depends if you want to add some shadow. You could add a beard. Look quite cool actually. So yeah, see how you get on. He looks quite tired. See how you get on and let me know what you end up doing. Like, subscribe and share, and I shall see you soon.